There's a degree of difficulty for everything in life. And the NFL is no different. There's a huge degree of difficulty in the NFL when it comes to quarterback. And I'm not saying that it's just the position's hard. We all know the position's hard. And I'm not here just to throw another cliche at you. I was watching the Cardinals-Ravens game, and I was watching the Chiefs-Raiders game. And one thing was painfully obvious. No, it's not Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback of the four. It's obvious. The degree of difficulty for Mahomes is way less than the degree of difficulty for Kyler Murray, Derek Carr. Slightly less than Lamar Jackson. I think Baltimore's doing a great job with him. But Patrick Mahomes, do you notice when he's out there, just looks easy. He's just flinging the ball around. He's having fun. He's throwing no-look passes. He's just having a great old time. He's not worried about it. He doesn't look like he's worried about anything. He's just putting up 25. Chiefs have scored 25 straight points in 23 games. Now, he's only had 19 starts, so 4 of those games technically aren't him. But he just looks like it is just easy to him. Patrick Mahomes only had 19 starts. That's crazy. You watch the Ravens-Cardinals game. Lamar Jackson is in a situation where they reconstructed the offense, they drafted him some new tight ends, receivers, he's got linemen. It looks a little bit easier for him. Not as easy, I think, it is for Mahomes, who has not only some of the best assessment of offensive weapons, but also Andy Reid. But it's easy. Then there's Kyler Murray. And I'm not saying Kyler Murray is not going to work. I'm not saying Kyler Murray through the first 2 games has the most pass yards ever by a rookie quarterback. And I don't know if that means anything to me. Passing yards now to then, and just they keep going up, and I don't know if I'm impressed that you have more yards than anybody before you. I don't know, just my opinion on the stat. But Kyler Murray, it just looks difficult because every single time that I saw Arizona take a snap, someone's got to be in motion. There's got to be some kind of trick play. There's a lot that has to happen just for Kyler Murray, to run basic plays. He's 5'10". So they're already running certain formations. Like, he's almost never under center because he's too small. He can't see immediately just when he hikes the ball. So they got him in shotgun a lot. They got to run a lot of trick plays. And there's nothing wrong with innovation. Sean McVay runs one of the most complicated offenses. Kyle Shanahan, one of the most complicated offenses. There's people going around everywhere. But it looks smooth. It looks easy. This is adding to what we do. With Kyler Murray, it's kind of like they need to do this. And I'm one of the people who, because I was so frustrated with Denver's quarterbacks, I wanted Kyler Murray in Denver in the beginning of the season. Or before the draft. Shoot, I was hoping for Kyler Murray and Antonio Brown. Who knows what kind of headaches that would have been. Kyler Murray is the kid in school. He could get good grades, but it's a little more difficult. He might have to go see a tutor. He might have to stay behind and he might have to stay behind and get extra help from his teacher. He might need his parents to work on his homework more. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, hey, go to school in the 1 hour of class. All right, I got it. Boom, out. Homework, got it, done. They're going to do whatever they want afterwards. They're good. It was easier for them. Like I said, I'm not saying Kyler Murray is not going to work in the league. I just think Arizona has signed themselves up for about, if Kyler Murray does work, 10 to 15 years of difficult. Always having to do some kind of exotic play calling. Always having to do some kind of extra just to be on par. Hey, don't like me. I was a kid. I had to do extra just to get the same as other people. There's the expression, do twice as much to get half of what they have. And that's what the Cardinals look like. They have to do twice as much as everybody else to get half of what everyone else gets. Like I said, I like Kyler Murray. I hope he works out. You know who's got an easy degree of difficulty as we switch to here? Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott has come out the first 2 weeks and he has been amazing. Dak Prescott has come out the first 2 weeks and he has shown everybody, I'm better than I thought you. I'm better than you thought I was. And I was championing Dak all last week. I was saying Dak looks great. The Cowboys are going to be scary. I was even, and most importantly, I kept saying Dak's going to take the Tom Brady route. That's why Jalen Smith got a deal. Zeke now got a deal. He's like, hey, it's so easy. It's so nice having all these really, really good players around me. I'm going to just keep collecting good players. I'll make $15 to $20 million a year. I don't care. I got a whole bunch of good players, make my life a whole lot of easy. Dak. I shouldn't count another man's money. I understand that. But Jerry Jones came out, did his radio show. I don't know which one exactly. He does a couple of them. He likes to talk. Jerry Jones came out and said, we're already in rarefied air as far as money goes. Oh, so you mean Dak's going to be making $30 to $35 million a year, and Jalen Smith is already paid, and Zeke is already paid, so are we getting rid of one of the linemen? Are we getting rid of Byron Jones? Is Amari Cooper getting paid? I'm not saying don't get paid what you're worth. Several advocates in the NBA. LeBron said after posting his Miami Heat contract, he's like, I'm never playing for less than the max again. The NFLPA and the NBAPA, I know they're always telling players, take as much money as you can because you're really setting it up for the next guy. It's hard, though, to imagine, if you have a good thing, it's working out, there's this level of content that should come with that. Like, if I'm making, and this is all unrealistic money to me anyway, but if I'm making $10 million, what's $11 million? If I'm making $20 million, what's $21 million? If I'm making $20 million, really, what is $30 million? A couple more houses I could buy. $20 million not only gives you wealth for you, gives you generational wealth, you can invest, you can do all this stuff. Once again, I'm not here to count somebody else's money. But if I'm Cowboy fans, I'm now very nervous that this is my Seahawk year. This is the last year I'm going to have with Cooper, Zeke, Jalen Smith, Van Der Esch, the offensive line the way it is, Byron Jones, Tavon Austin, DeMarcus Lawrence. This is my last year seeing my team this good because Dak's going to cripple it. You're going to be in the same exact position the Philadelphia Eagles are in, which is another year the Eagles are going to have to turn over their roster because Carson Wentz is making a whole lot of money. Dak's about to be making a whole lot of money. And there's really only a handful of guys who are really worth the difference of, hey, I make this much money and I'm really worth it. And to be honest, do we even know who's really worth it? There's one guy consistently winning Super Bowls, and he's not paid like the other top guys.